Guys, this is my tandoori sea bass with masala mash and a mint coriander oil and pistachios. Outstanding dish, really simple, big bold flavors, quite refined, great dinner party food or a nice date night meal. Perfect. Guys, we've got some sea bass, some fresh mint, some fresh coriander, some ginger, some garlic, some lemon, some pistachios, some chopped onion and some potatoes. Guys, there's a lot of ingredients in this one, so just check the descriptions below. Everything will be listed there. Right, let's get straight into it. Right guys, first things first, let's get our saute going. So glug of olive oil in a nice hot pan and some finely chopped onions, followed by just a little bit of garlic, 1 clove of garlic. Let's go in with some salt and a good whack of pepper. Right, I think we're ready for our spices, so I'm going in with half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, and some Caribbean curry seasoning. That just gives everything a big lift. Right guys, I've just added a bit of water to this just to get those spices going, and this is going to go into our mashed potato to create a beautiful masala mash. And I want all of that water to cook out, so I'm left with like a nice pasty consistency. Okay, so I'm happy with this. My saute is now going to go into my potatoes. Look at that. And I'm going to mash them all together once it's all cooled down. Right, step 2, garlic and ginger straight into my pestle and mortar and just give them a bash. That looks good. Let's get some salt in there just to help us along. Guys, when you get to about this consistency with your ginger and garlic, go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. So to begin with, we're going in with turmeric, teaspoon, half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of salt, some 1 teaspoon of garam masala and some coriander powder. Finally, 1/4 teaspoon of chili. I don't want this too hot. I don't want this marinade overpowering my fish. 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, heaped teaspoon of Greek yogurt, and a teaspoon of tomato puree. Right, let's give this a nice stir. Grind it all together. Right guys, that's exactly what you're looking for there. This beautiful, rich, bold, spicy marinade. Okay, I'm just going to set that aside for a second while I start with my fish. Right guys, I'm just going to show you my fish. I've got this beautiful sea bass. Look how shiny that skin is. Wonderful. Bought this from my fishmonger and he filleted it for me. Sea bass cooks like salmon, so it's super quick. So I'm just going to quickly score this, but I'm going to make sure, go ahead and score it, but make sure you don't cut into the flesh, right? So we're going to go straight on with some salt on the skin directly, help that crisp up. Right guys, then we're going to go in with our beautiful tandoori paste that we've just made and just slather it on. Get it on the skin side first. And you can see it's just going into all those little slits that I've made, and that's all flavor, you need all that. And just give it a flip. Skin side down, sorry, flesh side down, and just give it a really good marinade. Perfect, my fish is ready. I'm gonna move over to my mash. Right guys, I'm gonna start working my mashed potatoes. So you know me, I just like to get in with a fork, and I'm just gonna use my back of the fork, and because it's such a small quantity of potato, a fork's fine. I only use like a proper masher if I'm cooking for like 5-10 people. Masala mash is done. Let's move on to our mint coriander oil. Now this couldn't be simpler. Okay, back to our pestle and mortar. Some fresh mint leaves. A lot going on, but it's all well balanced. And we're going to go in with some of our fresh coriander. Good hit of salt. Good whack of pepper. Touch of lemon juice at this stage, not too much at this stage. And just go straight in with your pestle. Okay, so you can't really fully see too much there, but basically our herbs are breaking down with that lemon juice and the salt and pepper. It's time to add some oil. So I'm going in with some good olive oil, a couple of swigs, and then we'll see, just get that going. Right, our mint and coriander oil is done. Look at that, beautiful. That took 30 seconds. Right, olive oil just to coat the pan. Right, nice hot pan. Let's go in with our sea bass, skin side down. And this is the same cooking time as salmon, so skin side is going to be down. 90% of the cooking time is going to be on the skin side, and then the flesh side will be just for about 15-20 seconds. Just let that slowly do its thing, and while that's doing its thing, I'm going to start plating up my mash. Right, I've got my little ring mold here, which I'm just going to coat with some olive oil on the inside so my mash doesn't stick to that. All the while I'm going to be keeping an eye on my fish. Go straight into this with my mashed potato. Right, our mash is looking good. Let's slip it straight out. Perfect. Right, let's check our fish. Beautiful, that's coming along nicely. So I'm just going to give that a nice flip on the other side. And you can just smell the aroma from that tandoori just doing its thing. Right, we've got some beautiful pistachios here, and these are just going to add texture to the dish. And I'm just going to give these a nice rough chop. Right, our fish is done. And we're just going to place this beautiful fish on top of our mash, like so. Circle some of our beautiful coriander mint oil around the sides, just to give the whole dish a beautiful lift. And we're just going to garnish with some of our beautiful pistachios for texture. Wonderful. And we're just going to finish with just a dusting of pepper. And there you have it, my tandoori sea bass with masala mash and a mint coriander oil with pistachios. Outstanding. Right guys, I'm going to get stuck in and do the taste test. Before I do, I'd just like to say, if you're enjoying my content, if you're enjoying our videos, please give us a like, please give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell as well, because that really helps us. And if you want me to just try a specific dish or a specific ingredient, put it in the comments below and I promise I will do it. Right, let's try this. Right, I'm going to get straight in with this beautiful fish. Love sea bass. Right, our fish is cooked to perfection. Just done the taste test, really happy, well balanced. Fish is cooked to perfection. The mashed potato is packed with flavor. The mint coriander oil is like, just brings the whole dish alive, and the pistachios give it texture. The only thing you can do wrong in this dish is overcook that fish. So just remember, 90 seconds each side. Simple, delicious, well balanced. So happy. Guys, this isn't just delicious, it's absolutely effing delicious. So happy with that.